happening, gang? It's your boy Retro back again with another reaction video. Yeah. Today we got another huge update. Now you guys can probably already tell that it is going down. Just by that title alone, you guys are definitely gonna want to see this one. So we got Trump's Attorney General Pam Bondi coming out issuing a very serious warning to the Democratic Representative Jasmine Crockett, as she is now making very outrageous and dangerous call to actions against Elon Musk on her birthday. Guys, I'm excited to get to this one, so we're not straight into it. Just please make sure you hit that like button and hit that subscribe button for your boy. And without further ado, let's get straight into it, folks. Check this one out.
Oh, the Supreme Court will get involved. This is an out-of-control judge, a federal judge trying to control our entire foreign policy, and he cannot do it. You know, he dragged us into court on a Saturday without any notice, and then he's continuing these hearings. He's trying to ask us about national security information, which he is absolutely not entitled to. We are appealing. We will be in court Monday again. We will win. We will prevail. There are 261 reasons why Americans are safer today, and that's because those people are now in an El Salvador prison. And we are going to follow the law, and we are going to protect Americans. You know, there's a reason why Biden's approval rating was plummeting because of the border. There's a reason why the current Democrats' approval rating is at 29%. People want to be safe. This is President Trump's agenda to keep Americans safe, Maria. It's basic public safety. Get these people out of our country as fast as we can. They're not immigrants. They're illegal aliens who are committing the most violent crimes you can imagine on Americans. Murder, rapes. You know, ask the parents of all of these young women who have been violently strangled, raped, and murdered. And we are going to continue to make America safe again because that's President Trump's agenda.
Yeah, and we're going to talk with...
and come on, you guys. We the people, last time I checked, we didn't vote or elect in this federal judge, so he needs to stay in his lane, get out the way. And I seriously hope the FBI, Attorney General Pam Bondi, are looking into why this judge is so badly fighting to keep these criminals in our country, because I don't know, it just seems like someone's putting him up to it or paying him to do this. Definitely needs to be investigations.
Make America safe again because that's President Trump's agenda.
Yeah, and we're going to talk with the NYPD commissioner in a few minutes, Jessica Tisch, and I'm going to ask her about the migrant arrests being down and whether or not it's a complete, impact from the president taking these people out of the city. Does this mean, though, that we've stopped shipping people out of the country as we await for resolution here from the Judge Boasberg ruling?
Well, we're continuing with the legal process, but we're also continuing to arrest people. We're not going to stop arresting these violent criminals. You know, the Alien Enemies Act applies today really more than ever. You know, old law is often the best law if you think about how the laws that have been on the books for a very long time. We are in modern day warfare. They have invaded our country, TDA, Tren de Agua. They are organized. They have a command structure. They are sending money to each other throughout the country and out of the country back to support their terrorist actions. It's modern day warfare, and we are going to continue to fight that and protect American citizens every single step of the way.
The last time we spoke, AG, you said in the next year, in a couple of years, we will not have what's called a sanctuary city. Are you getting resistance from these cities who say, no, we are a sanctuary for illegals?
Well, sure we are, and we're going to continue to pull their funding. We're going to continue to sue them, and they're going to come around. They're going to have to, because the federal government is going to step in and do the jobs of these cities and states who are refusing to protect their own citizens. I truly cannot comprehend how these states, how these governors want to protect criminals over the rights of their own citizens. These are violent criminals. Crime was through the roof. And now with Donald Trump, it's going to plummet because we're going to get them off the streets if the state governments aren't. So yes, we're going to continue to fight that every step of the way. We will win.
What about these vandals on Tesla vehicles and dealerships? Give us the consequences there, and what are you learning once they're arrested? Why are they doing this?
Well, you know, we're looking at so much on this. There have been 3 federal charges so far, and I say so far. We are looking at all of these cases across the country. We have a dedicated task force. These are not isolated incidents, as you know, and these aren't vandals. These are Molotov cocktails. You know, that could be a weapon of mass destruction that they're throwing in Tesla dealerships, that they're lighting these Tesla charging stations on fire that are in residential neighborhoods. I mean, it could cause tremendous damages. And people need to know that 3 people in custody right now, they will receive severe and swift consequences, and they are facing up to 20 years in prison. We are not negotiating these. We are not coming off these charges. We are looking at everything, especially if this is a concerted effort. This is domestic terrorism. And Maria, now you have this Congresswoman Crockett who is calling for attacks on Elon Musk on her birthday. Let's take him out on my birthday, she says. And yet she turns and says, oh, I'm not calling for violence. Well, she is an elected public official. And so she needs to tread very carefully because...
Oh my goodness, guys, that is insane to hear. Absolutely dangerous, outrageous comments coming from the Democratic Representative Jasmine Crockett. I originally had seen a couple blurbs about it on the net, but I really didn't get to the detail of what she exactly said. But once you hear what she's saying, oh my goodness. This right here is the dangerous rhetoric, the narrative that the left's been pushing that's got all these attacks even breaking out in the first place. We've already seen the amounts of attempts on Donald Trump's life behind the dangerous rhetoric and messaging coming from these loonies on the left. I don't understand why Jasmine Crockett would want to add fuel to this fire. She doesn't know what type of loony bins are out there, especially in this day and age that we live in. As a representative, you know you have a platform. Your obligation is to make sure you're not putting out dangerous messaging like that to get folks ignited to do something stupid. Oh my goodness, we need to see some type of penalty or consequence for our words. We can't keep letting this type of stuff slide.
Elon Musk on her birthday. Let's take him out on my birthday, she says. And yet she turns and says, oh, I'm not calling for violence. Well, she is an elected public official. And so she needs to tread very carefully because nothing will happen to Elon Musk. And we're going to fight to protect all of the Tesla owners throughout this country. It's this basic safety. Once again, domestic terrorism is going to come to a stop in our country.
Wow, oh wow, guys. We got Attorney General Pam Bondi absolutely fired up, warning that Representative Jasmine Crockett that if she continues down this road, there is nothing but trouble ahead. Guys, we've got Jasmine Crockett already responding back. You know her attitude gets nasty. Let's check that out, folks.
All it means is that she's attempting to get me to say, oh, I'm going to be scared and I'm just not going to say anything because they are willing to literally break the law. I mean, that's what we've seen them do. They are ignoring court orders. They are ignoring what our own laws are. When we look at things such as impoundment, things like that, this entire administration is rogue. And this isn't about partisanship. I keep trying to tell people that we are living in the time of good versus evil, right versus wrong. And right now, when we are looking at the black letter of the law and they are deciding I'm just going to ignore it, then they are wrong. That is clear as day. And
we want to talk about what is wrong. What is wrong is her call to action against Elon Musk, knowing what type of times we're living in, knowing what's going on. There's so much tension. How dare Jasmine Crockett get up there trying to preach to us about good versus evil, like she's on the side of good, when her side is the ones vandalizing Elon Musk's Tesla plants, dealerships, charging stations, and folks' Teslas just because they think it's a way of getting back at Elon. It makes no sense. How does that help your party? These folks are so lost. They're talking about breaking the laws. I'm pretty sure that is not a legal way to protest. Oh my goodness.
To ignore it, then they are wrong. That is clear as day. And right now, they are going after anyone who decides that they will challenge them, whether it's the judges that are sitting on the benches, whether it is lawyers that have decided that they were going to represent their clients to the best of their ability, and most of them won against Trump and his administration. Basically, they are trying to get rid of all voices of dissent.
Yo, there we have it, guys. Pam Bondi coming out with a very serious warning. This is the last strike for these loonies on the left that think they can get away with saying and doing whatever. There is going to have to be a line drawn in the sand at some point, or else they're going to continue to do this, and nasty things, attacks are going to continue to happen. We have to put our foot down somewhere. Jasmine Crockett is just about lost her mind. Seeing her trying to gaslight and project. They're at the end saying that, if you don't agree with folks on the right, you instantly get the X, which is not the case. We're always open to hearing opposing viewpoints. We're always open to looking across the aisle, hearing what they've got to say, but we all know how it goes when you don't agree with the narrative or the messaging being pushed by the Dems. We've seen that firsthand on The View, right? Guys, but definitely hop in the comment section. Let me know what you're thinking. Comments are open. I would love to hear you guys' thoughts on this one. Also, make sure you guys please hit that like button and hit that subscribe button. If you enjoy more content like this, I'll catch you guys on the next week.